Hey, welcome back, guys. So today we are talking about Venmo, and more specifically, we're talking about are Venmo transactions public, or can you make Venmo transactions private? So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So if you're not familiar with Venmo, it's basically a peer-to-peer cash transfer system. So you can easily pay somebody through Venmo. So like if you owe them for dinner or books or whatever, you just send them a payment through from your Venmo into their Venmo, and it goes into their Venmo account instantly. And then they can do what they want with it. They can withdraw it, or they can leave it in their Venmo and make payments. It's up to them. So the kind of interesting and unique thing about Venmo, it's kind of like a social media platform. So the payments that you send out can be public. So just be aware of that. It's possible. There is a way to change it, but for the default settings, the payments are public. So here in the Venmo app, there's 3 different settings right up here. On the left, this is just a scrolling timeline of payments that are sent through Venmo. And these are Venmo payments from users that I don't personally know. They just happen to be sending payment to their friends or to their family through Venmo, and they made the transaction public. So you or me or anyone can see what these transactions, what kind of notes are along with them. So you cannot see how much they sent, but you can see who paid who, and then you can also see whatever notes they put in there. So this guy says he paid somebody for food, and then some people use emojis. This person put Starbs, so maybe Starbucks. This one says paying for some type of tournament. Denver, looks like an apology. Mother's Day, just a lot of different things. So this is public. So these folks may or may not know that these transactions are public, but if you see this little icon right here, how it shows the world right there, that lets you know that when you post your transaction, that it is going to be public. So anybody can see the very basic information about who transferred to who, and then what notes are attached with it. So when you're sending a payment through Venmo, and you're setting up the dollar amount and then also allocating who you're going to be sending it to, just be sure to click on that world icon in the payment settings and then change that to private. And then that way, no one outside of who's involved in that transaction will be able to see that. So let me go and pull up that menu right now. Okay, so I just pulled up that menu right now. So when you are sending out a payment, you can choose these different options, but again, the default is going to be public, so just be aware of that. And what you want to do is you want to click on the world icon, which is there on the top left, right here. And then once you click on that, well, it might show that, or it might show the private, depending on what you've set your default as. My default I put as private, but basically whatever you put your default on, click on that icon, and then this little drop down screen is going to show up, and then you could choose who you want to see your different transactions. So you can put public if you like to put your business out there in the world, just your friends, so if someone is in your friends list on your Venmo account, and then 3 is private, so only visible to yourself and the person you send or receive money from. That's it. So it won't show up in that public forum that we were looking at earlier. So there you go. That hopefully answers your question. Are Venmo payments public? If you have some other variation of that question you want me to answer, be sure to leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to try to answer. And hope that you subscribe. Thanks again for watching.